You're now watching Q News. Here are the top stories for this hour. French President Emmanuel Macron has reiterated his call for a ceasefire in Lebanon. Macron's statement came in the humanitarian aid conference for Lebanon that took place in Paris, where France hosted world leaders including Lebanese Prime Minister Najib Mikati. The conference is organized to discuss urgent humanitarian aid for Lebanon, provide support for its security forces and call for efforts to push for a ceasefire. Representatives of 70 delegations and 15 international organizations have attended. Lebanese caretaker Prime Minister Najib Mikati has said that his country needs help to expand its army and rebuild its infrastructure. This came during the aid conference for Lebanon in Paris, where he called for international support. Mikati announced that the Lebanese government had decided to recruit more troops and that it could deploy 8,000 soldiers as part of a plan to implement a ceasefire and UN Security Council resolution which calls for the Lebanese army to be deployed in southern Lebanon. At the Paris conference on supporting Lebanon, Lebanese Brigadier General Youssef Haddad stressed the urgent need to end conflicts. He reaffirmed the army's commitment to UN Resolution 1701 with UNIFIL's support. Haddad highlighted the government's request, led by Prime Minister Najib Mikati, to recruit 1,500 soldiers to strengthen forces in southern Lebanon. He emphasized the military's dual focus on the south and internal stability, noting the challenges of maintaining security and social cohesion amidst the ongoing crisis.
Efficiently to reach those in need. Your support is crucial.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has strongly condemned Israeli attacks on UN peacekeepers at the Paris conference on Lebanon aid. Guterres blamed Israel's military strategy and procedures for the killing of nearly 200 humanitarian workers and is calling for independent investigations to fix these failures and practices. Guterres said that such attacks are totally unacceptable, contrary to international law, and may constitute a war crime. In his speech at the BRICS Plus summit in Kazan, Russian President Vladimir Putin has announced that BRICS will address peaceful conflict resolution in the Middle East. Putin stressed that participating countries are actively taking responsibility for global issues through actions, underscoring their commitment to equality and mutual respect. Putin also called for UN reform to enhance its crisis resolution capabilities, advocating for increased representation of African, Asian and Latin American nations in the Security Council to reflect current global realities. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has told BRICS leaders that the world needs peace in Gaza, Lebanon, Ukraine and Sudan. At the BRICS Plus summit in the Russian city of Kazan, Guterres said that across the board they need peace in accordance with the UN Charter and international law. He added that UN General Assembly resolutions are strongly needed. Three Lebanese troops have been killed in an Israeli airstrike in Lebanon that took place as the Israeli occupation forces were bombing the town of Yatar in the south. Local media outlets reported that the soldiers were killed while they were evacuating the wounded. This concludes our top headlines for this hour. Don't forget to follow Q News on YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram and TikTok at Q News EGY to stay informed. For real-time updates, connect with us on UMS digital platform. Watch it. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates on Q News.